I'll just go ahead and announce this. How about that? We have with us Eric Stefanski and Mary Bishop, and I probably should have said Mary first because she's the lady. But you are involved, Mary, in Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, and Eric is, you kind of like do a lot of everything, don't you?
Everything and everything poorly.
Tell us about the upcoming production of Cat on a Hot Tin Roof.
Well, it's Tennessee William's classic, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. And if you'll all remember, Elizabeth Taylor was Maggie in the movie. And we have a good cast. This is the 4th time that the theater company has done this production over the years. The last time was 8 years ago. So it's a drama. It's a very serious drama. And I will right up front say that it has adult language in it and adult situations. So I'm not thinking this is one for very young children, that sort of thing.
Right.
But we're having a lot of fun doing it. Jamie Taylor is directing.
Okay.
And he's doing a super job with that.
Why is this such an important thing to do 4 times?
Yeah, it's very popular.
Yeah, why is it?
It is very popular. I think it is because it is a classic, and it deals with situations that over the years have become actually more and more talked about. And so I think that's part of the appeal. It deals with a dysfunctional family. It deals with the family that, you know, a dying person and the family finding it out. And
it's timeless, I guess, in the
I think it is. I
that-
think the situations in it are timeless. Bill Edwards is playing Big Daddy, and he does a super job with this part. I mean, he really does. Juliana Stefanski plays Maggie, and she's doing very good. And Merrick O'Quinn just moved back from New Orleans, and he's doing the part of Brick, which he also did 8 or 9 years ago when we did the last one. He's grown up a lot since then, and he's doing very well.
A week or so in, I mean, you had someone else and he
We
stepped in.
We did, and he stepped in just almost right at 2 weeks before the play would open. And he's doing very well, and we're very happy to have him. So.
And you say it's going to be next week, or is it this weekend?
We open this Saturday
This Saturday,
night.
oh my gosh.
Yes, we open this Saturday night at 7 o'clock, and it'll be this weekend, Sunday at 2, and then the next week, Saturday at 7 and Sunday at 2.
We've got 2 chances to...
2 weekends.
4 performances.
4 performances, yeah.
Wow. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
If I can just remember my lines when I get on stage.
You will. And
sure you will.
No, the rehearsals are going very well. And as I said, Jamie's done a really good job with this play.
Did he direct it before? Do you remember?
He directed the last time,
That's what I was
and then
thinking.
Pat McBride directed it a couple of times. So, yeah.
Eric, you want to talk about how to get tickets?
Oh, absolutely. And tickets to all sorts of things as well.
Okay, yeah, talk about that too.
Of course, you can always call the OAC office at 870-391-3504. Usually it won't be answered immediately because it goes directly to our executive director's phone, and she's working doing other things or answering previous calls. But she always does, as soon as she gets a break, return calls, and she can get tickets set up wherever she is. The easiest way, though, for getting tickets is simply to go online to thelyricharrison.org, and everywhere we get a chance, we put a Get Tickets Here sign somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
And you can click on those, and it'll take you to our ticketing software, and it works just as slick as can be.
And it knows up to the minute if someone's bought that seat or not. So I mean, if there's an available seat and you want it, grab it up.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it's I should mention for people who have tried it before, and the old interface went through PayPal, and some folks would get a little bit concerned. Do I have to set up a PayPal account?
Yeah.
All of that step is gone now, so it's just straightforward as ordering anything else on the internet would be.
All right, all smooth.
Just a credit card then?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, since we're talking in your department, let's talk about some of the upcoming events.
Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's, you know, I have a book with me because I have a bookmark, and it's easy to store a bookmark in a book. So I am reading the book.
Well, that's logical
but
thinking right
it's
there.
a wonderful book about mathematical proofs that everybody should read. I say that because the writer's a friend of mine and he needs to make money. But you'll see OAC bookmarks all over the place. In fact, these are going to be in the tourist center out here and in Fort Smith and Texarkana and all of that. Because we're trying to get a quarter's worth, at least, of programming per bookmark. Before we get to Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, actually this Friday evening, we have a concert sponsored by the library for the benefit of the Buffalo River Watershed Alliance. And that's still on the Hill. That's 7:30 Friday. Of course, Cat on a Hot Tin Roof is 7 o'clock Saturday, 2 o'clock Sunday, and then it'll repeat again the next week, which we decided, since we've got something every week this month, to go with Oktoberfest or OAC-toberfest. And part of that actually is what you'll be talking to Mickey Klein about later with Rocktoberfest, because part of their concessions proceeds are going to be given to the OAC as well.
Okay.
So if you support Rocktoberfest, you're also supporting the OAC. Of course, the evening before, Friday evening and Saturday morning, the week after Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, the North Arkansas Baptist Association will be having Dennis Swanberg in, who is an inspirational comedian, and that will be held at the Lyric Theater. Tickets for it, though, are available through the North Arkansas Baptist Association. Very reasonable cost for what his reputation is as a comedian and speaker. They also have the quartet for Spoken For will be singing for it. Following that, we have OAC Toberfest Part 4, which is going to be the opera Don Giovanni, which is the Italian set version of Don Juan. And it's going to be done in English to make it more accessible for those who are not necessarily big opera fans. If somebody says, well, hey, we wish it were in Italian, these folks being together would probably be happy to go ahead and have a separate performance just for those who want it in Italian.
That's funny.
They haven't promised me this, so...
And this is the entire...
The entire Don Giovanni being done. Marvin Murphy, who is director of music for First Presbyterian and also the leader of the Mosaic Vocal Ensemble, has gathered together singers from both locally and across the country. Some folks that are professors of music, for instance, at Pittsburgh State and over in Joplin and Kansas City area and so on, and is bringing all of them together to put this on for us. As far as we could tell, this was the first full opera done at the Lyric, and we have people from all sorts of places around the countryside saying, yeah, we want to come to this. You know, of course, I'm always carrying bookmarks, so we're always recruiting folks to come and see. And I was mailing a letter at the post office there at Royston Insurance, and one of their folks said, "You're having an opera? Well, I'm coming to that." And one of the things that you find at the Lyric Theater, there's so many things that you aren't quite sure whether you're going to like it or not, whether you've necessarily heard of this artist or been to this event. And what we find is that the dynamics of the theater are such that even if you wouldn't necessarily like someone on the radio, you get in that setting and all of a sudden the magic just happens. And it's why if you only like comedies and you say, well, I don't know if I want to go to Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, it's a drama, come to it and you'll find that you're hooked. And it happens with different artists, just different genres of music, different types of plays, and you see people constantly coming back if they just give it a chance once.
I want to mention, too, that Marvin will be on the show in 2 weeks to talk about that as well.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, it sounds like OAC-tober. Is that how you call it, OAC-tober?
We tried to call it Oaktober, and then people, because of the acorn, you know, and people just kind of miss the A, and it's like, why did you keep the C of October big? And so we pronounce it all out OAC-tober, and maybe in a few years we'll...
It'll catch. Maybe.
Well, it sounds like OAC-tober is a sampler for culture this month.
Absolutely.
So I think that or I would encourage people, just like what you say, to come out and sample all of it and see what they may end up liking opera. Who knows?
I've never been to an opera. I'm looking forward to it
And
because it's going to be a new thing for me.
Sure. And to come to Harrison, Arkansas, I mean, we don't
Yes.
we don't live in an area where there's readily available cultural events. So to get it to be here at your right around the corner, take advantage of it.
You bet.
Absolutely.
You know, at least during October, right?
Absolutely. And of course, the rest of the year is good as well. November, we've got North Ark Drama doing The Nerd by Larry Shue, who was the playwright for The Foreigner. We've got 3 or 4 concerts coming up in December, including Marvelous Misfits vaudeville show from Little Rock is coming up. We've had several artists offered to us for the first quarter of next year. Jack Broadbent, fantastic blues slide guitar player. We've actually been offered so many, I don't know if we're going to be able to do all of them.
What's going on?
Unless we can get them to allow us not to pay them if we get iced out or something.
Okay. All right, lots
You
going on.
can go onto the website for more information as well.
Absolutely. And it even looks good on phone now. The website, the way that we've got it now, has a separate little version for the smartphones that basically is concentrated on the calendar. So you've got everything that way.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Me neither.
There you go.
That's
Yay.
interesting. And it's a whole new revised web page. It's
Yes.
really, really neat.
Good, good.
Really
Well, it's
neat.
user friendly.
Thank you.
Whoa.
We've been working on it, and so hopefully it just keep getting better.
Right.
Yeah, good. But Cat on Hot Tin Roof premieres this Saturday at 7 o'clock. 7:30?
Yes.
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
Wow.
And on Sunday, it'll do it 2 o'clock. And then again, is it Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Or
No,
just Saturday and Sunday?
Sunday.
Okay. All right. Tickets are online at,
TheLyricHarrison.org.
all right.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate
Thank
it
you.
very
Thank
much.
you.
Up next, we're going to be talking with Mickey Klein from Q Rock, and he'll be talking about Oktoberfest, Rocktoberfest. Stay with us.